Hi, Happy New Year from Agaamin. It's been a while, and I hope that all of you have gotten over your New Year festivities. It's kind of cold in India, especially the northern part of India. Today, I want to talk about the benefits of creating a vernacular internet with Handshake, something that is personally close to my heart, and also something that Agaamin treats as a mission. Obviously, one of the most low hanging but nutritious fruit is the fact that billions of people around the planet will be able to access the internet in their mother tongue. Now, while the argument can be made that content is indeed available these days in any language you wish, there are certain barriers to accessing that content. The fact that domain names are English, internet user IDs are English, email IDs are English, passwords are English. All of these create significant barriers for a person who is not familiar with the language to actually finally get to the point where they can access the content which is in vernacular language. And in many cases, the default is English, and you still have to convert that into, you have to pick a choice that converts that content into vernacular. So that too can be a problem for someone who's not familiar with the language. While yes, it's not just English-speaking languages, some cultures that use Latin scripts would still be okay on the current internet, but countries like India, the Middle East, Far East, all of these have significant issues when it comes to accessing the internet in their own mother tongue. So that's the first benefit. The second one is also quite obvious, which is the economic one. It creates opportunities for people to build and cater to that vernacular market. New platforms, new economic opportunities, new services, all of them can pop up. Just to give you an example, one of the smaller provinces in India, or states as we call them, is Kerala, the place where I come from, and it has a population of 34 million. To compare that to, say, a country like, say, Saudi Arabia, which is 35 million. So as you can see, each province or state, as we call it, is a country by itself in terms of population and market size. And yet in our country, apart from news or news related content, there's very little vernacular stuff happening, as opposed to some of the other countries in Europe and Middle East, where you have significant vernacular content and vernacular services in the online space. So that is an economic opportunity, a $1 trillion economic opportunity if you look at India and Far East and South Asia and these regions put together. And of course, the last and also an important factor is that a vernacular internet creates opportunities for cultures that are not represented in large numbers, or could do with better representation, or even cultures that are at the danger of dying out can be revived. In fact, Agaamin has taken upon itself the responsibility to revive or create an internet space for at least 3 languages in India that are at the risk of fading away, or 2, we could even say they have almost faded away. One is Pali. It's a very old language, and before more modern languages came in, it was a language used by a large number of people in India. Then there's Takri. It's a script that's used to write a lot of the Pahadi, or the languages used in the hills, the northern states like Himachal and stuff. So that would give those languages a boost. And of course, then there's Maithili, something I had just run into purely by accident when I landed up inadvertently into a clubhouse discussion which was about reviving that language, and I met some interesting people. And so we looked into it, and we managed to get the resources for that as well. So we will be launching .bha for Bharat in Maithili, Takri and Pali as an initiative to try and revive these languages and help them have their own corner on the internet where they can express themselves, and they will be there forever. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the benefits of vernacular internet. Of course, I'm sure there are many more benefits. And if you think of one that I have not been able to, please do share with us in the comments. And thank you very much. And I'll be seeing you a lot more frequently now. Have a nice day.